Okay, perfect. Okay, so love and light. This is Love, also known as the Self Love Guru, and I am your confidence coach. And I have my shades on today, ladies. So if you are new to this platform, that means I'm about to go in. All right. When you see me with the shades on, I have some divine information to share with you. Okay. So, as you can see from the title of the video, it says attraction versus maintaining. And I felt the need to record this video because I feel like a lot of women really struggle with this. Like, okay, you look pretty, right? So you get catcalled. You have no problem attracting a man. You have no problem with men texting you, men showing you attention, sliding in your DMs or whatever. What your difficulty is, you can't get a man to take you out. You can't get a man to commit to you. You're not able to get the outcomes that you desire from your relationship. You're not able to communicate what you want from a relationship, right? So some women feel like they don't have man problems because they can attract a man. And that's not the case. When he's there, are you able to keep one? And it may sound a little bit harsh hearing it that way, but that's the reality because what is your goal? Do you just want the attention? You want, to text men all day. You want the phone calls. You want to be showered with attention. Okay, and that's cool, but where is it going? Do you want a long term relationship? Do you want to be married? Do you want children? Do you want to cohabitate with someone, and have a partner to spend the rest of your life with? Like, what is your end goal? Like, ask yourself that. Is the attention that I'm getting from these men right now good enough to sustain me? Is it fulfilling me? And if it is, even if it's just now, even if I'm looking for something temporary, how long do I want to do that? And on top of that, what would I gain from it long term? Because if you're not dating to gather information about other people, about yourself, if you're not learning the demeanor of a man, you're dating wrong. Because the purpose of dating is education. So when they say you're gathering information, it's not just that you're gathering information about that potential partner, you're also learning yourself through dating. I learned what I liked, I learned what I didn't like, I learned places that I wanted to go, like ideal places for a date, ideal foods that I wanted to eat on a date, what was messy, what wasn't, the type of man I wanted to be seen out in public with. Some women are like, oh, well, I don't really worry about, a guy not being my same height and all of this stuff. Now, I don't have a specific look requirement, but I've always dated taller men. This is facts. They're at least at minimum 5'10" because I'm like 5'7" and a half. So at minimum 5'10", but I've dated men 6'2", 6'4", 6'5", right? So I know that I can't be out with a shorter guy because I've dated shorter men and people will stare at you and it gets weird and they start to feel uncomfortable or they make dumb comments like, oh, you're taller than me today. You have this on today. How come you have to wear heels? Like, I don't want to hear that. If I'm out with a taller man, that's not a threat to him because I can put those heels on. And because you're 6'4", I'm still shorter than you. Now, some men may be like, all right, babe, I need you to wear flats today. Like, I just want to tower over you. I want to look down at my lady. Men think like this. So I've been told, all right, tonight I want you to wear flats. And guess what? That is my man. He's taking me out on a date. So I didn't have a problem with not wearing heels on that particular night when he requested it. Why not? I'm out with you. I'm wanting to impress you with the way that I'm dressed. Well, I'm really impressing myself, but you're the one that's going to be looking at me and being dazzled by me. So you can buy me all of this food and these drinks tonight, right? So I had no problem. The man I was dating at the time was 6'4", and I loved it. So I say all that to say, make sure that you're not just thinking about the attraction perspective. Like, really ask yourself, like, can I keep a man? Like, when was my longest relationship? What was the quality? of that relationship? Do these men still hover around and try to talk to me? And if they do, am I entertaining that? Like, really think about these things. What did I gain from that relationship? Now, I've told y'all so many times about the worst relationship I've ever been in. I wrote it in my book, The Dusty Chronicles, where I interviewed different women talking about their horror stories with Dusties and how it will not serve you well to date a man with a certain mentality. And that's just on period. So, with that book, I actually added a story in there about one of my exes and how that was the worst relationship I was ever in, and I learned from that. It was my high school sweetheart. We broke up my sophomore year of college. And from that point forth, I never dated a broke man again, ever. Never dated a broke man. Never dated a man who I felt like didn't have my best interest at heart and didn't care about what I wanted from the relationship. I learned that my needs mattered. And so I can't just look at, okay, what am I bringing to the relationship in terms of my femininity, my beauty, my just presence, my personality and my ability to bring people together and my cooking skills and all of that stuff. All of that is great, wonderful. Keep pouring into yourself. But what are you getting in return? Like, I really had to ask myself that. So if y'all are attracting these men, what are you getting in return for that attraction? They want to come around, they want to look at you, sniff your air, and breathe it. Not only are you're not just smelling it, you're breathing my air. You're basking in my ambiance. What are you giving me in return for you being in my presence? I'm allowing you in my space. That's a gift. I don't care what people tell you. You are the prize. That's just what it is. And if you don't believe me, take a look at the Bible. A man who finds a wife findeth a good thing. It doesn't say a woman who finds a husband findeth a good thing. No, a man who finds a wife findeth a good thing. Okay? You are the prize. You are the apple of God's eye. Don't get so caught up in being pretty and being lusted by men that you forget what the actual goal is. And you have to determine that goal for yourself, whatever that may be for you. Whatever that may be, you have to determine what that is for yourself. But keep in mind that that goal is going to drive how you date moving forward. Okay. And this is why I'm having my class next Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time about how to make him crazy. Because you have to allow a man to do what men do. You have to allow them to chase, you have to allow them to impress. And that's not easy for a woman who's not accustomed to that. And this is why some of you get into situations where you're like, oh, at first he was doing this and he's doing that. And then he just stopped because it wasn't a requirement for you. And he saw that. You may have appreciated it, but he saw it wasn't really a requirement because once he started to slack off, you allowed it. You didn't push for more. You didn't say, babe, it's been like 3 weeks. It's time for us to go on another date. Like, it's time. Like, I really want to go out with you. I got this new dress, and I know you would love to see me in it. Come on, get something for being cute. Get something for that lingerie you bought that you want to show off to him. Get something in return for that. Get the commitment. Get the dates. Like, feel like a woman. Don't you want to just be treated like a lady? Aren't you tired of just attracting men? Just attracting them and that's it? That's all you want? Is just to attract a man? That's it? You don't want to be more than just an attraction for a guy? Come on now. It's cool to be lusted after. It feels good, right? You like the attention. You like the affection, the sweet nothings being whispered in your ear. That feels good. That feels wonderful to be lusted after and to have a man texting you and calling you and showing you that attention. But then you lose sight of the goal. And sometimes you go in without a goal to begin with. And because you do that, that's why there's no consistency. That's why there's no follow through. That's why that man doesn't stick around. Because what is your goal? If a man knows that you don't have a goal for dating, you're not in it for any particular reason at all, you're just there to keep him company, to entertain him, that's exactly how he's going to treat you. So, this video that I'm making, attraction versus maintaining, is really about once you have that man in the door, what do you want with him? Why is he there? And if you don't know, I need you to sit down. I need you to get a notebook and I need you to figure it out. What is it that I'm dating for? What's the purpose? Now, I can tell you when I was in college, I was dating for the absolute fun of it. I was dating to go out to eat and have fun, try new restaurants because I was not from the city. I wanted to explore, go new places, meet people from all different backgrounds because Raleigh is a big place and it's a melting pot and it's also a college town. So you meet a lot of different people. I've dated college guys, I dated older men. I like the older men better. I just really figured myself out. Now, when I hit 25, dating was about okay, I'm dating to marry. I'm finished with school. I know I want to be a parent. Let me figure out how I can get what I want from these situations. I've been getting what I want monetarily. I didn't have a problem getting a commitment from a guy that I wanted to be with and being in a long term relationship. That's cool. But now I need to up the ante. Like, not just be together for 2, 3, 4 years, but I need a ring at the end of that, right? So my focus shifted. So I hope this video helped you ladies understand the difference between being desired or sought after versus actually maintaining a relationship with a man and having a goal for the relationship. And again, I am having my class next Saturday. I'm going to put the link to that class in the caption of this video. And so I want you ladies to get those tickets, send it to your best friend because we're going to talk about how to make these guys crazy over you and really not just get them in the door, but keep them there. Like, what does that look like? What does that feel like? And some of you just don't know. Some of you have had guys around you because they wanted to have sex with you and that's it. No commitment involved. But then I talk to you and you're like, oh, well, we were talking for a really long time before we did that. Well, yeah, you were talking, but you didn't get a commitment. So what do you think that meant to him? Because if a man doesn't give you a title, I'm here to tell you that it doesn't mean anything. That's just what it is. And most of the time, it has to be you to say, hey, this isn't gonna work out. I've really been enjoying hanging out with you, but I'm kind of looking for more. I actually want to be in a serious committed relationship. I want to have a boyfriend, and I see this is not where that's headed. You can put him in the hot seat. You don't, that's not even giving him an ultimatum. That's to show him, like, yeah, you're not about to play with me. We won't be having sex. We won't be doing anything relationship related. We've been going on dates. You've been wasting my time. Essentially, you haven't made it official, and I'm on to you. And now I'm on to the next. And then the ball is in his court to decide, wait. No, I didn't know what you wanted. Da 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 da. Do you want to be my girl? That spark that conversation. Do that. So I love you ladies so much. I will see you in the next video. I've really been trying to do like 2 to 3 videos on YouTube per week because I have not been up here for so long. But moving forward, like you may see a few more videos over the next couple of weeks. But then, of course, like after I have the baby, I will be reducing it to probably once a week, and going back to regularly scheduled programming. But yeah, I just feel like I owe y'all so much content. I just had to get myself together and make sure I was good because being in a state where you're like preparing for childbirth and looking for a doula and all of this stuff like that was stressful with a C, like stressful. So I really needed this time to chill. I needed this time to adjust to all my new hormones and sleeping patterns and how often I have to eat. And so I just appreciate all you ladies for sticking with me throughout the process. I really love y'all so, so much. I love you. Be at that class next Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, how to make him crazy. And we'll make sure that you ladies are maintaining these relationships and not just dating to date. Because no, inappropriate. All right, bye.